It is the Corona Cero post show. What a way to cap off a day here at Fiji. We're at the Momi Marriott host set, and it's been a tremendous day. Some clear water. We got fish swimming. The Honu are having a good time. That means the turtles, and we are enjoying some Corona Ceros. That's right. 0% APV, all natural ingredients. Have a lime with it. Look at this gorgeous Fiji flight cam and our arena, Cloudbreak. Stop number 8 of the championship tour, and we got a big day to report to you here from the Fiji Marriott Resort Momi Bay. Look at the hues of colors and the overwater bungalows. We are ready to cap off another day of exciting competition. Kai Bugrell, Jesse Starling, as well as Flick Palmentier. Hey, Jess, you just called the last heat of the day, and then we called it off, but Carissa Moore showing that form, still going excellent on the left-hander.
Oh, my goodness. She just picked up right where she left off from Raglan. Just big backside hooks where we've grown up watching it, loving it, and then now she's still doing it today. So it's also her birthday, so kind of fitting that she got a little birthday win as well. But Sal, just love how competitive she is. It just came down to no waves in the last 5 minutes. So probably a good call to call it off, considering the last couple of heats have been a little bit slow.
Couldn't agree more. I really think, though, that today there was so much action, and there was a lot of swell on the way that continued to hold size throughout today, which was awesome to see. And we saw a lot of good surfing on the men's side as well.
Yeah. We're going to review all of that. But let's hear from the 5-time champion, Olympic gold medalist, and now into round 3 for the women. Mom power, super mom power. Carissa Moore is with Vaughn.
Thanks, Kaipo. Happy birthday, Carissa. What a beautiful present to, spend your birthday winning a heat out here at Cloudbreak against a very formidable opponent, an absolute legend of the game and one of your greatest rivals, Sally Fitzgibbons.
I have so much respect for Sal, and I think, we were talking before we went on camera that when I saw that the heat draw got all mixed up after Katie pulled out, I was like, oh my gosh, like I probably have one of the more under-talked about in this event, but one of the gnarliest. She's the most winning of all of the athletes still in the draw out of Fiji, so I knew she wasn't to be taken lightly.
That's right, and you did get the job done though, and you were saying to me off camera that you paddled out there and went, oh my goodness, what do I do out here again? Because it's been a while since you've been in the Cloudbreak lineup.
It's been a decade. It's been a decade. The last time I served a heat out here was 2016. It's crazy. So it took a little bit of time to kind of reacquaint myself with the lineup and what types of waves to look for. I just squeaked by. I had that one good score, but just followed up with something very mini. So that's some room for improvement.
Fantastic. You're staying at the Momi Marriott with your family. I know you're having an absolute blast there, and I just learned something about you, and that is the Queen of the Seven Seas gets seasick, so we don't want to keep you here. But what are your plans back at the Momi for your birthday?
I think I'm just going to get some pizza and watch the sunset with the fam, and I think there's fire dancing tonight at the Marriott, and Olena loves that.
That's perfect. Have a fantastic night back there. I know you will. It's a beautiful place, and we love having you here back in Fiji after a decade.
Thank you for having me back. Stoked.
Thank you.
Have a great rest of your day.
There you go. You know what? Olelo Hawaii, we say, Hau'oli laha now. Happy birthday, Carissa Moore. She'll be enjoying this Momi Bay Marriott this afternoon with so many activities here, you guys. And let's just review that. I think that last heat of the day, the clash of the legends here at Cloudbreaks. Let's take a look at Sally Fitzgibbons coming up against Carissa Moore. Sally with a nice start, but it was Carissa that came back 8.33. Excellent.
Oh, this wave was just fantastic. These big backside hooks that I was talking about were just so technical and so perfectly drawn out. I particularly love just how that front hand drags along the water for a bottom turn. It winds her shoulders up to 12 o'clock, and then we just see her do the rest. She unleashes. She also found a little bit of cover up right at the end here. She had to fight a couple of pretty gnarly wipeouts on the barrels to get her mojo and use that speed to stay ahead. But Carissa, it looks like to me she's going to use this and keep building throughout the rest of the draw, similar to what we saw her do in New Zealand.
Check out the numbers.
Big numbers for Carissa. Once again, I'm not surprised she's posting 8s out there. When I was back in my room watching this on the local TV channel, I was just reminded of what we've seen from Carissa Moore so many time after time again out here at Fiji, out at Cloudbreak. She's just so good. She's one of the only 3 women to have a perfect 10 out here. I was like, it's a vintage Carissa. I mean, she's still not done yet. She's come back. She's brought her daughter on the tour and posting excellent numbers. I feel like she's just going to take this in her strength. And like she mentioned, that drawing Sal was arguably one of the hardest draws you could, just based on stats and wins alone. So I think she's going to take a lot of confidence from this moving forward.
This is just the beginning of round 2 for the women. We have so much more to look forward to in this second round for women. Let's look at some of the matchups coming your way, Jessie.
Yeah, I love this second round. We've got all of our high seeds. They get to showcase what they can do at Cloudbreak. Particularly, I love heat number 4, Caroline Marks taking on Erin Brooks. Obviously, number 2 in the world last year, and Caroline just had incredible form. But what Erin has done this already yesterday in this event alone has broken records. So that's going to be, in my opinion, the matchup of the round.
Oh, there's so many good heats to look forward to. I mean, you got world number 1, Gabby Bryan, taking on Yolanda, who's really fighting to keep that place on the tour. Another one, Heat 7, Molly Picklum taking on Brisa. 2 good mates going at it, so plenty more action coming up tomorrow.
Yeah, can't wait to get back in the saddle and get it going. It's going to be a tremendous, and it's been a tremendous event already. We got so much to look forward to. That was the women. We started off with the men's round number 2, you guys, and in that, we saw Connor O'Leary just put down the biggest heat total of the day, Jessie.
Oh my gosh, I love when Connor catches fire, but particularly against Philippe Toledo, I really do believe Philippe is one of those competitors who forces you to bring your best. But after this win today, Connor and Philippe are now tied when it comes to head-to-head matchups. They are both 4 for 4 against each other, but we just saw big calves. Connor really relying on that power. It is his advantage against Felipe, who is a lot smaller in stature compared to Connor, but he was just going for it, giving us variety. I loved that drop while it lay back as well. And then he switched his strategy. This was his biggest wave in the heat, and he just went full force attack mode on this. But then he also found one that was slightly smaller, which gave him plenty of opportunities too, but you can't go past Toledo's backhand. He is lethal, and this wave was easily one of my favourite of the day so far.
Well, in this heat alone, I mean, this is the highest single number, the 8-5. He just couldn't really find the backup. Connor just managed to find a couple of excellent rides, but Felipe, you got to give credit where credit is due. Absolutely smacking this wave. Really beautiful technique on the backhand. Just that 1-2 combo here at the end. These last 3 manoeuvres was so impressive. He would have stuck that, would have been on his way to a 9. But yeah, Connor is looking deadly. There's something for me when I watch a goofy hack apart Cloudy. Really makes my heart sing.
Well, these two have been matching up against each other a lot this year, and I feel they're bringing out the best in each other. Both surfers in this heat going excellent. Both surfers with 16+ heat total. So great sportsmanship there. The clash continues. Connor O'Leary barely takes this one out, to tell you the truth, when we look at the numbers, but it was a happy time for Connor O'Leary. And the Cronulla Sharks came out to cheer Connor on. Like I said, 16.4 to 16. It was a very close match, high-scoring event for both of these surfers.
High heat totals, and then I think the takeaway for me is Connor feels jazzed just about the camaraderie that he has around him. He's staying on the motor. He's brought his good friend Henry over, who he's had success with Henry there by his side before, and he's like, I just really love that camaraderie, and when people feel like they're backing me, I feel like I can really succeed. So I like this headspace that he's in at the moment.
And we saw that at Snapper as well, which was probably the best performance we've ever seen from Connor O'Leary on the championship tour. All of Lennox Head were there supporting him because it's not too far, and that's where he lives now. So I totally agree with you, Flick. As soon as there's some support and that feeling of home coming Connor's way, usually big results follow.
Well, you guys, we're all set up for round 3 for the men. That's the round of 16 coming up, and we got some clashes for you to look forward to. Heat 8, that's one of my favorite ones. Baron Mamiya against Gabriel Medina. Not to mention a couple of good friends going up against each other, Seth Moniz and Cole Hoshman, when we get to that round. You got a favorite, Jessie?
I do have a favorite. I love the look of heat number 6. Sammy Pupo taking on Griffin Colapinto. Sammy's just surfing with so much speed and confidence, and he was talking about still chasing his maiden CT victory, and I love that he's thinking that way. But Griffin came in so clutch today with that 9.5, so I think both of them have the ability to bring the rabbit out of the hat.
You got a favorite? Oh, we're going to get back to that. Graphic disappeared. That's fine. You know what, though? We got so much to look forward to. And this is such a magical place. You know, when we look at both the Momi Marriott here as well as Tavarua, just an incredible place. But on Tavarua Island, the giant clam restoration project in Fiji works to preserve endangered giant clam species through partnerships between Tavarua Island Resort and the Fiji Ministry of Fisheries and the University of South Pacific. Let's take a look at the great work being done at the heart-shaped island.
The Tavarua Island Giant Clam Restoration Project is all about bringing back a very important endangered species. We wanted to improve the reef ecosystem, and the giant clams are like the foundation of it. There's a symbiotic relationship with the coral, and they're the largest bivalve in the world, and they're the largest natural filters.
4 species of giant clams that are in Fiji are now threatened, and the other 4 are vulnerable, and 6 out of the 8 are on Tavarua Island. Giant clams are very important species because they are the largest shellfish in the ocean. Apart from the giant clam that are within Tavarua Reef, we have turtles and other reef species that are also threatened. Tavarua is quite unique. We have not seen the growth of giant clams in other parts of Fiji compared to Tavarua.
My wife was a very important part of the Tavarua Giant Clam project starting. She's so passionate about the reefs. In 2017, we went to Makungai Island. We partnered with the Ministry of Fisheries and the University of the South Pacific and came together on World Ocean Day, and we picked up 500 Triodacna gigas baby clams and brought them back to Tavarua. Now those babies are these beautiful adults spawning naturally. So now we're actually going into a new generation of our own, and we have over 1,000 subadults in our ocean nursery. Everything in the ecosystem wants to eat these things throughout, its life cycle. So you can increase the survival rate significantly by having a land nursery or hatchery. And once they get to a certain age in the hatchery, they kind of graduate to an ocean nursery where we protect them still in cages. By protecting them and getting them bigger and bigger, it increases their survival rate significantly. The key to this whole project is our partnership with the Ministry of Fisheries and the University of the South Pacific. By collaborating and learning from each other, we're making it as efficient and successful as possible. Without them, none of this would be possible.
The regulation for the Tavarua Marine Protected Area was endorsed by Cabinet in 2025. This also will contribute to Fiji's national commitment of achieving 30% of marine protected area by 2030. When you declare marine areas protected, you will see that marine life will flourish, and not only flourish, they will spill over to the nearby communities. Having the event here, we have surfers from around the world that will be visiting Fiji. They come to the protected area and they snorkel and they see the beautiful marine species that are present. Not only giant clams, but they can also see the different fishes, the different varieties of corals that are in the protected area. What we are doing here in Tavarua, we will also pilot the same program in other hotels or communities around Fiji. It is important because it ensures that the population of giant clams does not die out, and our grandchildren have an opportunity to see them in their lifetime.
Well, there you go. Tavarua is doing some great work. Well, we did get called off after Heat 1 of Round 2 for the women due to the wind coming up, but now it's time for us to check in on Surfline, Flick, for our Surfline forecast. What are we expecting? Well, we always call Surfline because we're premium members. What does Surfline tell us that's on the radar? That's what's on the radar.
Oh, look, Surfline's been telling us that there's been a fair bit of swell on the way. We've been really blessed. The first day of the waiting period, we took the day off. But then the swell came stomping through. We had a big southwest swell head up between that passage between Australia and New Zealand, and made its way over to Fiji, and we were blessed with some swell yesterday, you know, in that 6 to 8 foot range, potentially even a couple of bigger sets coming through. Today, it held this through to this morning, which was really nice to see, and we were met with a lot of consistency. This afternoon, I felt like we have seen it sort of more in that downward trend. Let's have a look, though, at the next 4 days. Tomorrow, looking offshore, and it's looking that bluey purple colour, which generally means something good. So we're going to come back tomorrow morning, take a look at it, and hopefully, fingers crossed, that swell holds. The next few days, look, it's looking a little bit smaller, but the good news is we have offshore winds. So maybe that means that we might get to catch a couple of waves, guys.
Okay.
I'll take that. Yeah, a lot of green and purple, so that's good news for us. Thank you, Surfline, for all of the data that you give us. Well, now it's time for the Fiji Marriott Momi Bay Top 5 Moments of Today. And what do we got in the top 5? Well, we're starting off right now with the legends facing off Heat 1, Round 2 for the women.
Yeah, this was such a good heat. Again, I just can't get over Carissa Moore's backside surfing. It is so just easy to watch. It's so nice to digest. This wave just had the perfect tempo to it where she could just unleash time and time again. She is really chasing those ones, or she was at the start of that heat, which gave her the room to push as hard as she did.
Number 4, the yellow jersey advances, Flick.
Yeah, this was cool because Italo, right, a couple of days ago, free surf, he copped the board to the face, ended up getting 5 stitches underneath his nose to secure it all back together. So a little bit of a wounded warrior coming into this event, but he didn't stop him during this heat. He looked so good, so cool, calm, collected. Dropped to 6.5, backed it up with a 6.2, and I just feel like he's going to build in this heat, and he's looking really strong.
Number 3, Kauli takes control up against Griffin Colapinto in their matchup. The Tahitian was insane at Cloudbreak.
Yeah, just for yet another event, Kauli is building on his performance, just his decision making, and we just get to reap the rewards because Kauli is laying down some of the biggest carves that we have seen from him all season on this beautiful green canvas that we call Cloudbreak. Crosby, on the other hand, unfortunately didn't just get going right up until the very end where he locked in a 7, but Kauli already had so much separation that this win was easily his.
Manuya, Kauli. Number 2, O'Leary powers through.
This was cool. This was a really entertaining heat. Connor ended up dropping a couple of excellent numbers. 8.17, backed it up with another 8. But he came up against Felipe Toledo, who really brought the best out of him, because Felipe as well, he dropped an 8.5, which in the context of the heat, it was the highest single number. And, I mean, Connor O'Leary, though, I'm just seeing his first year on the championship tour, he got a runner-up there. I'm feeling shades of that, the comfortability out there, the knowledge on the reef.
And number 1, Griffin Colapinto. He crushes it with a 9.5 up against Rio Waida.
Yeah, pretty crazy to think he only needed a 4, and then this wave forced him to change his lines. He was looking for turns to solidify the number of a 4, but all of a sudden he's deep in a barrel. He's traveling through this one for such a long time too. This was a long, drawn-out barrel, and he just stayed so perfectly timed in the pocket, but that wasn't it. There was more to come from there. Big old finishing end turn where he had to hold on for dear life, so needed a 4, dropped to 9.5. Can we expect any less? I don't think so.
And there you go with your top 5 moments. Brought to you by the Marriott Resort, Momi Bay. Beautiful setting here. Well, you guys, that's it. And we have had a great show. We've had a great 2 days of competition. Final thoughts, Flick?
That pontoon you just saw in that previous shot, that's where I'll be in 10 minutes'
Catch us
time.
there.
That's just in the background. I'll be in that lagoon, just having a nice little cool off this afternoon.
What about
really
you?
Enjoying myself.
What about you, Jesse?
I'll be right next to Flick on the pontoon out there. We're going to go and just enjoy our afternoon. But yeah, another great day of surfing, and I'm full in love with Cloudbreak every more as the hour passes by.
All right, well, Vinaka, thank you. Jesse, thank you, Flick. Enjoy the end-of-day highlights and tune in to WorldSurfLeague.com for more updates on running again here at the Fiji Pro presented by Corona Cero. Bula.
Everything, love, fortune. This copyrighted event broadcast is produced by the World Surf League for broadcast around the world and may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the written consent of the World Surf League.